Hello, I just thought I'd share this with you. If you remember back to the videos I was doing last year with the valve clearances on the Thunderbird, I was using this as a plate jack and the Triumph service tool, and also if you remember there was one incident there where the service tool slipped off of this plate jack because I hadn't got it bolted on, which gave me a bit of a scare at the time. So what I did was at the time just drilled some holes in the in this to fix the service tool on top of that to stop it coming apart. That's not so easy because obviously you've got to elevate the thing up, get your hands in to put the nuts on the bottom. So what I've done recently is I've actually put a plate underneath here and drilled and tapped it 8mm. And so whether you can see that I've just done some small 6mm countersunk bolts here, and then these were spotted through and drilled and tapped 8mm. So now you just bolt your service tool on the top. One of the other things I have just made is I've made this attachment here. Well, you can see that in fully. But what this is, can you see that? I'll try and get in. Okay, you can't see it. I haven't got enough of it. The idea behind this. Let me just take you so that I can. Right. Okay. So the idea behind this is that it sits underneath the crash bars on the Thunderbird. It's easier to actually get into place than the service tool, which has to go up underneath the exhaust system and on the footrest hangers. So just for holding the bike upright and working on it, changing the oil for instance, etc., things like that, just bolt this onto here, put this underneath the engine bars and bring it up, and it just sits on there quite nicely. I've got a little job to do in the not too distant future, so what I'll do is I will bring you back in once I've got that in place and show you how it fits. Okay, thank you. Okay, so there you have the attachment on the plate jack supporting the bike underneath the crash bars. You can just see there it sits underneath the crash bar there. I have lifted the bike up on it. At this moment in time it's just sat there keeping the bike upright. I did a little job earlier. I had to change the light bar on the well, because the original one was faulty, but just to get the bike in the upright position to do a job like that made a massive difference. The other thing is, of course, you can take the weight off the suspension and it just allows you to move the forks about without too much trouble. So for a job like that, it's big improvement. Also, just for getting the bike upright to change the oil, it's a big improvement. So yeah, it's quite a nice, useful attachment, and it's certainly easier to use than the standard Triumph service tool just for general jobs like this. For doing the drive belt tension, I think you'd still need to use the Triumph service tool, which we'll get to that. I've got to check the drive belt tension on this later, so we'll see how we get on with that. But just thought I'd do that quick video so that you could see that additional piece of equipment in use. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.